Hey everybody, I'm Michael Waddell, and I just want to share with you some turkey tips that'll help you. Very simple. I would call this Turkey 101, but I'm standing here with our bone collector soggy bottom call. This is a new call. It's waterproof, and you can see that this box call, unlike most box calls, will run even in damp situations. And I'm going to show you a couple different calls that I feel like are very important to learn, the basics. And I think the three most important calls to learn to make, whether it's on a box call or a slate call. This is a brand new one called Popular Girl. It's a little small poplar slate call. It's small, it's got a higher pitch, and the cadence just sounds great. But I'm going to show you the first call I think you need to learn to make, and the most important to kill turkeys in my opinion, is just a plain yelp of a hen. Box calls are one of the simplest to use. All you got to do is use the weight of the lid, and the weight of the lid is enough to make the sound that you need. Just the friction between the lid and the striker plate does that. You just want to run that together, and however you can make this comfortable. There's a lot of different ways to do it. I personally like to hold it in my hand, and I just do this. A yelp has two distinct notes. It starts with a higher pitch, and it rolls over like a wheel. So whether you do it on a box call, slate call, or mouth call, you want that yuck, yuck, and run them together. And when you play with this call, you'll learn you might have a better chance of running it like this. You can hold it a lot of different ways, like this. Based on the amount of pressure you put down or take off, you're gonna get a little different volume, you're gonna get a little different rasp to it. But that's a simple yelp call that you want to learn. It's usually 5 to 6 notes on a call. Just a good solid basic yelp that will kill turkeys. Another important call is a cluck. Same thing. It's just a very simple call. A lot of times a turkey will just cluck when he's walking or if he's curious. And then once you figure out that call, the most important call after all that is the cutting of an excited hen. And the cutting is just really excited clucks and putts. When a turkey's really fired up, a lot of times the hen, when she's really looking for a gobbler, or she's really in a situation where she's wanting to show her dominance, or she's curious, she'll start cutting. And that is a cluck that turns into exciting and more abrupt, almost like a Morse code type deal. It's like this. Might be easier to turn around like this. Now, if you want to combine calls you just learned with clucking and cutting and then run it right into yelps, a lot of times what you hear in the woods is those same calls on the Poplar Girl. Friction calls. This particular call is a higher pitch. I personally like early season. I like the higher pitch calls. And then your clucks. Start cutting. Run it into some yelps. Basic hen talk can get you a turkey tag field. Clucks, yelps, and cutting, I'm telling you, and you learn how to run those cutting into yelping and combine them both, I promise you'll feel some turkey tags. That's the three most important calls that I put in my arsenal, whether I'm using a mouth call, slate call, or box call, or whatever call. I definitely want to make sure that I'm cutting, yelping, and clucking. Sweet sounding call right there. This is the soggy bottom bone collector box call. I just pulled it out of the package. And if you want to see more videos like this, be sure to subscribe and also comment below. And I hope to see you out there. I hope y'all have a lot of good luck turkey hunting.